All right. Welcome to the Hangout with Adam and where's Ryan tonight? That's the question. Where is Ryan? Well, he's in the chat right now, and he's going to be joining us very soon. We are having a special show tonight, and that show is going to talk a little bit about what the heck we're going to do for the next 24 hours coming up tomorrow. So, special show tonight. We are going to talk remotely. Ryan's going to call in because we're going to be spending 24 hours together, and that 24 hours, we're going to probably be duking it out by the end, or passed out, or equipment's going to be broken, or the internet's gone out. That's basically what we're expecting, but we're doing it for a good cause. We're raising money for Extra Life. Well, not Extra Life, but Children's Miracle Hospitals. So for a great cause, we like to get $1,000 so that we can help contribute to the future of children and their ability to do, get some additional support. And we have a specific hospital that we're donating all that money to within that network. And so we will be talking about that soon. But like I said, tonight it is the planning episode on the Hangout with Adam and Ryan. And Ryan is off hawking the stream, the 24-hour stream that we're about to get into soon. And I was thinking about it. I was kind of losing my voice. And I was like, man, 24 hours. And you're not going to hear me yapping that whole time. I bet you I could yap for that much of time, but we'll see how that all turns out. So in any case, what we had in store for tonight was we have a lot of different agenda items to go through so we can start structuring out this stream, start to see what this is going to look like. So when we get into this, you're going to see very soon. I'm going to wait for Ryan to kind of get over and show you what we're looking at. But if you're on our, actually, we could jump into some of it right now just to get the palette a little bit wet up and ready for what we're going to be talking about. Well, that's not what we want to see. Let me go and change my layout to this guy. Perfect. So what we were thinking about, and let me get this guy up. I changed up so much of the setup. I got to say, to be able to stream for 24 hours and stuck in this room, we were like, man, that is going to be a big pain in the butt because this is literally a pain in the butt to sit on this chair. So you get a lot from that. But what you're seeing up on the screen right now is just some of the things that were shared with us that we're thinking of doing. Now, as far as RoboCop, I don't think I have that specific new game that's out, but we have some old retro versions of some games that we're going to be working towards. So I don't want to get too much into this without Ryan on board tonight, but this is the general list. And what I think we're going to want to do is we're going to go down this list and break it into different pieces so that we can start to figure out what time we're going to do things and try to keep to some schedule, because we're thinking 24 hours starting at 9 o'clock on Friday night and then to 9 o'clock on Saturday night. That'll get us that 24 in on it. So if we can get a pretty good cadence of maybe a 2-hour thing each time, that's 12 2-hour blocks. I think that's doable. And we have some support. We have Stealth Mouse in the chat. She's getting the food for us. She's going to keep looking at the boys. So we have some questions and I don't even know if you can hear me right now, but one of the questions is what kind of vegetarian are you? Are you like full on vegan or are you some other kind? Because as we start to think about what we're going to do for the stream, we had this idea that we were going to do some taste testing on some hot wings. We weren't going to do any kind of competition because I would clearly win that competition, and Ryan knows that. Talking about some of the fun things in the past that Ryan and I have done. What was the one? He bet me some cash. Wait, what was this question here? Slaughter, huh? One time Ryan bet me, I think it was like, I don't know, $10 or something, that I could not eat a 3-pattied, what was it, like a Wendy's burger, double the meat. So 6 patties. It was like this humongous ball of meat that I would eat. And I think I ate it in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And thankfully, I didn't choke on that because that would have been pretty tragic. But you can't sense. Oh yeah, I can't sense hot. I can absolutely sense hot. It's just that I just power through it. I think I've ruined my palate over the years of doing this. And then when I get really excited about doing a challenge, I'm going to just run right through that challenge and go through it. So part of tonight, what makes it a little bit more special of a show is typically we have a bunch of news articles we go through. We talk about what's current. We'll go in there and jump into some DIY kind of things, some creative, some 3D printing. In other cases, we've been doing a lot of design. We'll also talk about our projects. We'll do our projects. We're doing those kinds of things. Yeah, Ryan, what kind of vegetarian are you? That's a great question coming up in the chat. But as we have done that in the past, we said, man, this show is going to be one day before this 24-hour show. There is no way we're going to be able to do a full Adam and Ryan show. But we wanted to keep the streak alive. And I think we're doing that right now. So I see 60 out there. So who's ever in the chat with us tonight, please sound off. Let us know who is out there watching us. We would love to have your support on the extra live stream as well. Now, we understand that everyone's not going to be able to get in there and support us for 24 hours straight. There is zero way. If you did that, amazing. You have no other life like us. I mean, actually, we have crazy amounts of other life. To thread this sucker in here like this is amazing. Oh, wait, he's a pescatarian, so we'll have to see what that means. I can't believe that you subbed for the first month, man. That's good. We should have subbed ourselves from double. Wait, can you sub yourself from a channel? So one thing just to let y'all know is that we did get affiliate. That was one awesome thing. So thank you for your support, everyone that's been out there. What affiliate does for us is it allows us to do some fun stuff. You get to get some bits. I was going to say, hey, to anybody in the chat, Stealth Mouse, do you see any bits being collected in there or little kind of things in your lower left-hand chat? I think that might be, because you'll be able to collect those and then spend them. So part of what we're talking about with this stream is that we have this ability to jump in and start to customize it a lot more than we've had in the past. So with affiliate, there is this whole tier that you can earn money from it. We're not really here to earn money. We're here to have fun. We're here to hang out. We're here to just chill with our friends. And whoever wants to join us in this hangout, come on board, because we got lots of things to talk about, and it's the community that really brings us together. So with affiliate, though, it's going to increase our ability to do some cool interactions with everyone that's out there. You're going to have some special VIPs out there, which I can see already in the chat. You're going to have the ability to also spend some of your bits to cheer, to do fun things throughout the chat. And then you'll be able to also sub us if you want. I think that's the thing that makes some amount of money, but I don't know if I would say go sub us right yet, because I don't know exactly what you get for that. I mean, you get our sweet stream every single time you get that. But there was some extra little things that you can earn, and I guess you get some emotes that we have not fully fleshed out yet. But we think that this awesome 24-hour stream might be a great way to do that. Yeah, $5.99 for a month. That's right. We're like Netflix now, but the cheaper version, the version with Adam and Ryan. Yeah, equals one sub. One sub for 1 month is what that means. So it's a way to support the people that are out there doing streaming. So a lot of people do not have a lot of, money to set this up. I set this stream up based off of a bunch of old equipment that I had. I came from old multimedia days where I would be able to do video, do radio. That was my gig. And when you're in that kind of mode, what you end up doing is you put things in your pockets. When I say your pockets, I mean like you're going to go out on a shoot, and you're going to have a bazillion cables that are out there, and you keep filling up your bags, your pockets, your all the different things that you carry around with all these cables. And after a while, you start collecting all this crap. And one time you misplace one, and so you go buy another one. And then you find the old one you misplaced, and now you have two. And then you on and on and on. And eventually, what you end up is these huge plastic buckets with cables, with little dongles, with little pieces and parts of cameras. And then you go about 5 to 7 years, and you end up with an ability to build a stream room. Now, I got to be honest, I did spend money on this camera that you're seeing right here because I wanted it to look nice. I felt like if we were going to be on stream, we were going to be doing this kind of thing, it's something we're going to work with. So if you've been following along with the chat, see that we're trying to do some meal planning. So thank you so much, Heather, because you are part of that support team that's helping us to enable a 24-hour freaking stream. But what's going to be pretty sweet about it is that all the things that we just talked about, I wouldn't say it's necessarily going to be the Adam and Ryan Hangout show 24-hour stream. It is literally going to be the two of us, but we're going to bring in some special guests. We're going to also have some special areas to go to. Let's take a quick peek, actually. I want to show you one of our special cameras here. Let's see if we can show you this. Like here. Here's a little sneak peek of a camera we have. Oh, whoa, what is that room? Have we seen this one before? I don't know. That is our special room at the bar. We're going to have some additional fun as we get into the stream. So, yes, you have. Of course you have. You've drank at that bar, Stealth Mouse. I don't know about everyone else if they've been in there and have been in that space. But, look it. Ryan redeemed his message. His highlight message for 100 whatevers. Good job at spending your hundreds. That's great. Just to be able to sit out here and chit chat with y'all, with nobody literally next to me like Ryan, it seems so natural anymore. I don't know. I'm like a yappy kind of person, which I didn't used to be. Yeah, those bubbles, is that what you're earning? They're bubbles? They looked like little time clocks, to be completely honest, as I looked at that. So I see Trinomy is out there chatting. Are you in another meeting and not joining this sweet meeting that we're in? I really hope that that's what it is. I think he's at a work meeting right now. So he typically doesn't have the chance to go to those because he has his dedication to the double drop down network, the Hangout with Adam and Ryan. But this is my chance to vamp and start on time at the 8:14. So let's do this for 24 hours. If you had to sit in a room for 24 hours, what would you do? What are the kind of activities that you would want to see happen? I can't imagine that we're going to be chit-chatting this entire time for 24 hours. We're going to probably be playing a video game. Which reminds me, I got to go check and see if we got our video games updated. What video games do we want to play? I definitely want to play some retro games. We have a new tool as well. We have actually a couple of them. And so we're going to get some testing on this stream tonight. So as again, we didn't have that structure set up as much, but we do have some cool little things that we're trying. So let's try this out. I'm going to see if I can jump into a new tool that we're using, helping us plan the 24-hour stream. So we'd love your comments. Give us some insights. Yeah, I guess you're earning bubbles in the chat over there. We may have to change that. You'll earn some Ds. Let's take a little look behind the scenes. I'm going to show you something that we got going here. Oh, we got cameras now that move around and you can see different things. Check it out. This is our little mobile camera that we're going to look. We're going to see a little bit of behind the scenes. I don't want to show all of it. We take notes on here. Look at this. Hangout notes. This is good. Hopefully there's nothing bad on that one. We got over here. What's this? That's pretty sweet, right? You're earning things. That's good. Look at, we got the chat up so we could see that chat. I don't know. I'm gonna turn this guy off because I don't want to ruin the surprise. We got this mobile camera that's gonna be able to go around so we can check things out as we go through the stream. I gotta try this out though. I also have this other button. I was trying it last time. It was my close up button. Ah! The close up works, so that is good to go. So what should we do first? As we wait for Ryan, I think I need to look at starting to format our page a little bit. I think it's going to help me to just understand what we're going to be doing. So we talked about social games, Jackbox. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Jackbox. It's a site that has a bunch of kind of interactive games. You can have people join based off a code. So I think we picked a couple of them. Civic Duty and Murder Mystery look to be some really good ones. So let's just go check this out real quick because I can't remember how. I think we may have to buy these games. Clearly we have to buy these games. They're not just going to give it away for free. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get these working. And I think part of this is going to be the fun of like, let's just figure it out. We got 24 hours to figure this out. We did do setup. Trust me, we've been working our booties off to get this thing going here. Let's go check out the games here. Where was that Civic Duty one? Because I really like that one. And I think it had something to do with drawing, if I'm not mistaken. It could. Oh, it says Drawful 2. Wait, hold on a second. We're going to check this one out. This one looks fun. I don't know if this is stream appropriate, but we got a owl with a bra on. That's interesting. Okay, so you can get this on Steam, it looks like. I do have Steam on here. We're going to have to try this out. Let's see what this says. Let's see what the video has to offer for us with Drawful.
It's Drawful 2!
Loud.
With loads of new features requested by you.
Can we censor stuff in the game that we don't want to see?
Yes!
All right.
Drawful 2 has censoring features that help protect your game from trolls.
Can we make our own games with our own content?
Why, yes!
Yeah.
You can make and share episodes.
All right. I didn't get, it was really loud in my headset. I don't know if it was loud for you all, but it was loud for me. But looking through this game, let's see here. Tuna breath. And then you have to figure out what that is? I don't know. I thought that was going to tell me what the heck this game was about, not doing... I guess it is 2. So I guess if you had 1, you would have known what it was about. But poor commercial. At least from my angle. But I guess would you jump to 2 right away? Or would you stick around and go to 1 and then get to 2? I don't know. Those are great questions. I know that a couple of you guys have played some of these games in the past, and they're super fun. So Trivia Murder Party. I think that was one of them. Let's just go double check. We call it... there was Murder Mystery and Murder Party. Okay. There's 2. Here's Civic Duty. Here's the one that I thought was really sweet. So it's a drawing game, 3 to 8 players. Good people of Doodle Valley have enlisted you and your fellow players to beautify the town with ridiculous murals. We're not sure why they trust you. All right, this one looks like a good one. I think you got a pack. Yeah, this was one of the packs we were looking at. So there was a couple other ones. There's Monster Seeking Monster, which we didn't really look at that. There's Bracketeering. Survive the Internet. That one seems very interesting. Oh, my goodness. This looks like an old school... Oh, there's no video here. There's no video for it. Just has a very pixelated... Looks to be like a bookmark and an old school computer. XP-ish era, I guess. There's some screen grabs about it. Oh, is this a video? Nope. No video. Okay, so just checking out some of the Jackbox games. It looks like it's around a 20-minute game. An audience capacity of 10,000. Okay, we're not getting to 10,000. But you do have 3 to 8 players that you can get in on that. That looks pretty fun. I should not have closed that. Let's bring that back. Uh-oh. What did I just do? Uh-oh, I created something. I did something bad, and I don't know what I did. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I don't think that was supposed to happen. How do I escape out of it? Okay, escaped out of it. I just turned on some tool that I wasn't really sure what the heck I was turning on. Actually, that's another thing I can try out. So here's what I'm doing. I need to close it over here. We're going to bring this guy back up. We're going to go back to the extra live stream. So things that we have been playing around with. Let's see if this one works. I have a zoom feature. So, whoa, yeah, we could zoom in on the screen now. Look at that. That's really handy. When you want to really focus in on something, there's a little zoom feature that you're going to see. So that's cool. Where is my other little button? Okay, so if you've ever heard of Epic Pen, that's another tool that we were able to download. Okay, so that's what I accidentally turned on was Epic Pen by apparently a shortcut. I can't use that shortcut. But if you turn on Epic Pen, I was playing with this one the other. Okay, so it's this timed thing. Okay, that's a straight line. That's not what we want. We just want a curvy line. Okay, that's a circle. That's definitely not what we want. Where the heck is my drawing? Oh, wait, here it is. Cool. It's a pencil. So you can draw things on the screen, and then they disappear. So if we wanted to highlight something, this is a new tool that we can leverage. We can draw some fun stuff, and then it just disappears so well. So when we start talking about the games, we just went and looked at some of that Jackbox games. I think the one that I liked the most was the Murder Mystery. And Civic Duty did not have a thing. We'll have to see if we can get that individually. Now, when we start to get to the gaming section, we do have some fun things. So we just read this book. I got a book for my birthday from Mike Azul, and it was Prince of Persia, The Making of Prince of Persia, which was really a fun read. I read that one in a day. And so I think it would be great just to revisit what Prince of Persia was all about. So we're going to be jumping into Prince of Persia. Now, we played Dusk Falls on the stream, or at least Ryan has, with Kathy in the past. That one was really fun because you get to pick your path through a different story point. So that might be something. Now, the Quarry, I'm really not sure what the Quarry is. Ryan pulled this one out. So we may be playing the Quarry, but when he jumps in the call, we'll be able to talk to him about what that looks like. Then we also have the new RoboCop. But if you didn't know this about me, I'm a big RoboCop fan. And do I have my RoboCop game? I think it's in my Game Boy case. So I played RoboCop 2 a lot of the time when I was a younger kid on my Game Boy, because Game Boy was the only game system that I had. Purchased it myself, gamed the heck out of it. Really fun time. We'll probably be playing RoboCop 2 on the what would we play it on? I guess the Game Boy, and on the Super Nintendo. I think I have a Super Nintendo RoboCop. And then if we could figure out how to get this other version of RoboCop, which we watched a video last time. It was very violent. A very violent game. I'm not sure if it would be appropriate for the Double Drop Down Network. And then we're going to check out the VR Meta 3. So we will be doing some other ways to show you what's going on in VR. That one will be fun. Jumping back down into the people that we're going to talk about right now, we have a tentative list. So Mike Azul has agreed to potentially jump in sometime to the day. We've never confirmed the time, but that would be something that we'd want him to do. And what we would do is talk about Raspberry Pi. So we got a Raspberry Pi. There was some ideas on how you might be able to use some coding for that, this GUI coding. So that would be something that we would work on. And then I have my sons that are going to be in this house, and they typically play games. Now, my son, Ashton, big into Minecraft. So I think he would be, it would be awesome for him to see Minecraft. We have 17 viewers right now. Not sure what y'all doing. So welcome to the stream. This is the Double Drop Down stream. We're called the Hangout with Adam and Ryan. Right now, we are actually planning for our 24-hour charity stream that is coming up. So we are not starting that until tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So, hey, thanks for jumping in today as we're starting to figure our way through what we're going to be doing on our 24-hour stream. Going a little bit further down the list, we have my sons that we're going to be plugging in. So Carson will be the one that's going to plug in for some of that VR time, which should be hella fun. And then we're going to also be looking at... like I said, that Minecraft. Now, I don't know what other people are out there. We may be making some special calls out there, seeing who can join us. And then finally, as far as the projects, we got to get this 3D printed board game ready to go and in your hands. That's a big one. We're going to probably start that one earlier tomorrow night. So you will see the 3D printed board game. We talked about the Raspberry Pi. And then when we get to Bar Cam, that's where we're going to have some food. We'll probably play some board games and be able to hang out. So thank you. I do not know how many people just jumped in, but we had up to 23 people, and then they decided to bail on us. So that's okay. They just probably didn't like my voice. I was probably putting them to sleep, which sometimes I can do that. So if you've joined the stream right now and you're hanging out with us, this is the Hangout with Adam and Ryan. Ryan has yet to join. We're waiting for him to join in. He's usually right here in person, right next to me. But tonight, because we are waiting for the stream to start tomorrow, we will be doing most of our chit-chatting and our hanging out tomorrow. All right, so the next step in this process is to talk a little bit about Extra Life and what that's about. So if you've not heard about Extra Life is it's a program. This is the 15th year about it. And so for 15 years, there has been this thing called Extra Life, and essentially it's put on by Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And what the program allows you to do is there's a big network of these hospitals that are across the nation, and what they'll do is they want to raise money for children, and they were able to plug in, and Ryan knows the story a little bit better than I do, but it sounded like there was somebody that had actually passed, unfortunately, but there was a effort to raise some money for this person, and they love video games, and this was the method that they wanted to do that. And so as you can see right here, this is to help kids' health. That's really what we're here for. We're here to hang out. Oh, yeah. Somebody just did something. Hello. Thank you, Deep for doing the thing. And that was one of our first, I think, affiliate things that we've been able to use. I'm not sure if that was a follow. That looks totally like it was a follow, so thank you for that. We are still learning our way through this. We are having a good time figuring out how to hell that Twitch works. We started out as just, hey, let's hang out about over a year ago. And now it's perfect timing for us to get the affiliate so that we can have cool things like that on the stream. Now, Ryan and I were going to work on building some cool things in Adobe. So if you are somebody that likes creative design, would like to join us for some of those parts and pieces, that will be another aspect of the show that we're going to be working on some additional pieces. But getting back to the Extra Life, let's just take a quick peek as to what this is going to look like. So right now, Ryan Higley is considered the captain of the team. He set up this piece. We're running for that $1,000 that we would like to raise for the Children's Miracle Hospital. And so we will see this little bar raise up as we go along. And we actually been working on this too. So check out this on our layout. If I have my pop-up right, you should see it pop up at the top. So when we start to do some of those donations, we can keep track of who is donating and who is helping out Double Drop Down to really help that Children's Miracle Network Hospital. So Stealth Mouse has been prepping some of our meals and is going to help us out as we move forward with that. And so I'm excited at that opportunity to be able to have that support team that comes in and helps with this effort as we move forward. So we're going to be excited to see what meals we get. I know one of them we keep talking about is that we want to do like, what was it, like wings and things like that, but Ryan's a pescatarian apparently, and so we got to figure out what is available for him to eat in that case. Now, as I was thinking about this, we're going to start at 9 p.m. tomorrow. That would be, it's still tomorrow. So we're not even 24 hours out. We're 24 hours and 30 minutes out from this coming. Oh, you're not telling you. You'll get breakfast and dinner. All right. Well, breakfast sounds good. So I think the wings for lunch is one of those things. Oh, we got Ryan that's going to join us in the chitty chat right now. We had up to 23 people. I just want to call that out that were viewers in this for a second. And I don't know who those 23 people are, but I'm going to assume that it was Ryan in his meeting telling people, hey, go check this out. They all went in, they looked, and they're like, all right, bye. That was an amazing amount of do that. Yeah, cauliflower for Ryan. I'm actually interested in what that would taste like. But what we were thinking is, can we get them like as not the hottest wings and then have all the different flavors? Can you buy like 3 or 4 different flavors and we dip it into there and see if that's how that's gonna work? I mean, I got to get Ryan into the piece. That would be good. All right, Ryan is entering the room. Let me get him in here. Oh, hey Ryan, what is going on? I see that you're out there. I'm gonna work on our layout here so I could actually pull you in. Nobody can see you yet. Nobody can see
That's
you.
That's okay.
They can hear you. Amazing.
Yay.
We had 23 people. Did you just tell them to look at our stream, or did you like? Okay, because we were like, why is there 23 people in the?
Well, because I gave everybody at Adeption the link to Double Drop Down, and so they were going to Double Drop Down and checking it out. And I said, hey, I'm gonna be jumping in immediately after this meeting and be planning the whole thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of vamping I just did, I'm pretty amazed about, because it was a lot. Let me see if I can get you on screen here. So that's clearly not what we want on screen. So let me get you over here. I'm working with the layout. Okay, we got you. Oh, we're close. We're close to getting Ryan on there. Wait a second. There he is.
Yeah, nice. I couldn't hear you, but I could see you and read the chat while it was in the meeting. So, so I basically saw like what Heather was talking about. Which it seemed like food things.
We were talking mad smack, about you that whole time. So
I would expect nothing less.
So Ryan, thanks for joining in tonight. I already gave everyone the lowdown of what's happening. We're just hanging out tonight. We're running through what the agenda is going to be. We talked a little bit about Extra Life. So we were at we got $20. Somebody just gave us $20.
Amazing.
Thank you. All right. I feel like we need to turn this on. It's got to tell us. I have a layout. So we have just made some money for Extra Life. That was our first one.
Our first one.
Gemma.
Oh, Gemma.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you,
Gemma.
So that is
I appreciate you.
First donation.
Gemma's on the studio team with me. She is amazing. Thank you. Our first donation, Gemma. Awesome.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for helping the Children's Miracle Network. Ryan, I was talking about what Extra Life was. Can you let us know what where that money's going to be going?
Yeah. So the whole entire Extra Life goes towards the Children's Miracle Network, which is networks of hospitals, and they're all around the United States and Canada. And basically they're hospitals who are part of this network. They get money to help children who need to be, at the hospital and get care. And then, so they pay for all of that. And then they also help pay for things like food and lodging and hotels and things like that can like go into needing, having a sick kid and having them, need to be able to travel to all of that. Like my cousin Tiffany, like her son Raiden, he had to go up there and do that a lot. Like, was having seizures and things like that. So that was really helpful for her. And so within Extra Life, you could choose which hospital you want the money to go towards. And ours is going towards, the Colorado Children's Hospital, which is amazing. And that's where that $20 goes. And what's sweet about it too, it's not like a shady, some kind of shady money-making thing for this charity. 100% of it goes towards the hospitals. It's like tax deductible and all of that kind of stuff, right? Like all of those things. And they made about $10 million last year during this because they had, I think it was about 50,000 streamers, streaming channels do this every year, one day a year, this 24-hour stream. And so there's going to be tons of people on Twitch, like all sorts of, the hashtag, we got to put the hashtag in everything that we're doing. And yeah, I mean, people do crazy things. I was watching one the other day that was a person playing Rock Band and drumming for 24 hours straight.
Ooh.
Just playing song after song, getting requests, buying downloadable content and things like that in the moment, and just playing songs and played straight through for 24 hours. I can't even imagine.
I can't imagine. I was just even saying, like, I don't think I could yap. I could yap, and I yap for about 30 minutes here with zero script and just me trying to say some things, but it's a good way for
only
me to practice.
23 and a half hours longer than that for the
I was saying that you break it down into two-hour chunks, it starts to feel pretty good and doable, right?
Totally, right? Like all we have to do. So that's what this stream is, right? Is kind of us figuring out exactly what those 12 2-hour chunks are, if I had to guess. And it might be more like 10 2-hour chunks, because there might be, we're gonna eat, right? Like,
we'll
so
put that in, right?
An hour and everything. So like, I'm just saying a 2-hour chunk is probably not us eating, if I had to guess. But
oh,
maybe,
I see what you say. Yeah, like eat. Maybe we make a game out of it. Like we have to eat this meal without touching it with our fingers or something.
Well, so what I always see with these types of streams is that like you're supposed to do that. Like hey, if we get to $300, you know, Adam is gonna eat these like insane hot
Oh
wings or
God.
something like that.
And then the
Or you
stream's
know,
done instantaneously. I was thinking we're gonna have like little breaks that we're gonna have to like go. Well, somebody's gonna have to go outside and say, "Oh, there's the actual outside," or we could take the camera out. I showed a little
that's
bit.
true.
I gave a sneak peek. But we didn't go
Ooh.
to it of that. We have a little bit of mobile cameras that we can go around with. So
Like always, Adam has gone above and beyond with the tech setup for this and everything. Yeah, we're gonna have cool new camera angles and shots and places we could be, and I'm excited.
well, and here's one of those shots
What?
right there.
It
It was already ruined. It was already
it's
ruined earlier.
basement cam,
We got basement cams. We
bar
got
cam. No, it's bar cam.
bar.
That's bar cam.
That's the bar cam. Because then those seats are nicer, and that's where we're gonna go eat. I can't imagine
Yeah.
eating on this desk that I'm standing in front of right now.
You don't want to get stuff all over your desk. Like I'm going to be eating like an animal.
And I have my I stocked up on LaCroix because Ryan is like a
Oh.
LaCroix addict. We
Yeah.
figured we probably shouldn't drink whiskey tomorrow night. We should
Right.
probably just like be pretty chill with water and like maybe an energy drink when we need to. Because like 9 o'clock comes around, I'm gonna just be chugging LaCroix. So it was funny. The other. Do you have LaCroix?
Hold on. I brought something for what I feel like. So I was looking up what are some tips of like how to stay up 24 hours? And so a lot of it comes from like, do you work at a hospital, right? Where you need to have a 24-hour shift. Here's how to prepare for it. Here's how to prepare for the night shift. And they talk about tea
Okay.
having a lower like caffeine threshold than like coffee or energy drinks, and so you could sort of sip like green tea and
Yeah.
kind of have like, and so you won't have the crash, right, that you would normally have with like, yeah, I'm gonna drink some coffee, but then an hour and a half later, like,
Then you're out. You're done.
and you're out. So anyway, I'm bringing green tea.
Oh, you know what? You weren't on camera when I did that because I accidentally went to front cam. Sorry about that.
fine.
Show that green tea one more time.
Okay.
Show some of that Bigelow.
Yeah, right. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Bigelow green tea. It's nice. I I do have a water cooler in our house that has also the hot.
Oh.
And so that is super nice for tea because then you can just walk up and it's like it's already hot. It's already perfect tea temperature.
But do you like your tea that way? I like my tea cold. I like cold, not like icy cold, but just like room temperature.
Like lukewarm.
Yeah.
Why would you want it lukewarm?
I drink
Like,
most. Did you know? Okay, so my LaCroix, yes, I have it in my LaCroix fridge. But
Yeah.
did you know water and any other liquids that I drink, I try to drink it at room temp? Like, I do not like ice. I don't know if we knew that.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Like, when I go to the
Yeah.
restaurant, people give me crap because I'm like, no ice, please. Oh.
Wait. What was that?
Yeah, how is Ryan getting home? I don't think he should drive home after 24 hours. I was gonna cuddle up next to him in the bed and make sure he slept like a baby.
We didn't discuss this.
Oh, whoa. No, I think
Yeah, I was thinking, maybe nap on Adam's couch perhaps for a little bit, see how I feel. But Kathy had a couple stories of staying up very late at night. Maybe I could share those during the thing. I don't know. We need content for the day, so maybe I'll save that.
yeah, that might be a good way to do it.
And I do want to like, I saw that you have a blog post up with the with what our plan is going to be, just sort of outline stuff that we had gotten from the chat that we had done. Do you want to, I part of this I feel like should be going in and refining that, and maybe we need like a spreadsheet or something.
So let's do that. So what I'll do, I'm gonna start. Oh, look at there's you on the screen. There's me on the screen. Where do I want to go? Oh, because I need to put it on the right screen. I'm gonna learn these buttons so damn good after this all comes together. Let's see here. There it is. We got that.
You won't have to have me on Zoom.
Look at this.
Because
You're there.
Hey,
I got this
nice.
stuff worked out, man.
Wow.
Talked about
This is
tech.
great.
We know how to
This is
do it.
because this, and we haven't done our like Zoom call or Zoom games for a little bit, so I'm surprised you had it all ready to go. It's awesome.
I re-architect the entire amount of like ways to push buttons on this stream deck. I swear. Like I went and I figured out every lesson and I think I got it this time. I say that every time. I'm like, I got it, but I'm confused again because I don't remember where everything is. But yeah, here's the blog post. And so my hope was that we would be able to jump into this and then like literally put timestamps and create that list. And
I love that.
I think that, and this was just like the baseline agenda. So I should be able to just jump in here and start putting some things. So if we were going to start, let's say it was like 9 o'clock.
Well, we should add. Do you want to add things to this? Do you want to get an exhaustive list of a million different things that we could possibly do and then pare it down? Or are you just thinking like we just start and we just add things as we go?
Well, in this case, I think we could start to add things because this was everything that was at least notes that we took and things that were suggested already from the chat.
Did that say 9 a.m.?
Oh, sorry. I meant to say p.m. Yeah, we're starting at 9 a.m. This is going to be the 36-hour stream, baby.
Yeah, dang.
Good.
Well, I mean, so that was one thing that I was going to say, Adam. I have tomorrow off.
Oh,
so
geez.
I am like maybe take a nap and thing, because if you're going to stay up 24 hours straight and then work all day too, like that's an extra 12 hours on top of it. You're going to be more like 36 hours straight if you don't take a nap or anything.
I will take a nap. That was my thought. And then if I pass out, that would be funny because then you could draw on me or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to bring some Prismacolors.
Oh yeah, that would be terrible. Okay, so we are starting 3 hours earlier. Is there a thing like where you're supposed to start at midnight on the? I guess it wouldn't matter because what if we were East Coast or something like that?
I mean, if we were East Coast, it would be almost that midnight anyway, right?
Yeah. So that would make sense.
And they specifically say they're like, people do 24 hours. You don't have to, right? It can be the 4 or 5 hours. Like I think they want to keep people, not necessarily like wimping out. So, and they don't have time blocks, but it's like the day is Saturday, right? So I think if we start a little early and end a little early on Saturday, I'm cool with that.
Well, I mean, we're starting early on Friday, and then we're going all the way to 9.
That's right.
P.m. that night.
So 9 p.m. Friday, 9 p.m.
I think that's a
Saturday.
perfect thing because that gives you you got your rest beforehand, and then as it ends, as we hit that 9 o'clock. I mean, if you're tired, I have a fold out bed. You could chill out there. Nice. As long as sometimes we have other people spending the night, so we will get you there. If it's not on the fold out, you have a
couch. You have a couch. I know I have seen multiple couches in your house.
You're gonna have to sleep on the floor. I'm sorry, it's gonna be on this cold floor of the studio here.
And in fact, I'm not even comfortable with that. I think it should be outside in your car.
Yeah, and I don't like hearing you snore, Ryan. So I think it's a
notorious
that's a hard
snorer.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up a spreadsheet. So I'm kind of taking it off of the screen for just a second so I can get this spreadsheet up and you don't see me log in and do all that fun stuff. But what we're going to do is I like your idea of using a spreadsheet to start this out because it'll just be easier than like trying to edit on a website. And then actually I could share it with you and you could help me at the same time. I think that would be an amazing way to do this. So log into our double drop down email account, and then I'm going to share this document with you, and you should be good to go. So we're going to call this the 24-hour agenda, and this is where we need people in the chat to help us out, right?
Because I have some ideas. And that haven't been added to here that I've been saving.
Okay.
And I feel like we're also going to need some ChatGPT work in this.
Oh my gosh, we're going to do ChatGPT work. All right. Well, you have this, so you should have that. That mic sounds pretty good, buddy.
I was going to say, does it need to be higher?
I don't know. It sounds pretty good from this end, but I don't know. Let us know, chat.
Yeah, because part of this is a little test here of some of this stuff. I was even going to maybe try to port over or have you do the Mister, but I don't think it'll be a good test because I won't be running it off of my machine.
Got it. All right. We are. I had sent the link to you in your chat. Oh, look at there. I don't know why it's changing screens. I'm gonna have to. Him and Seven can cuddle. Yeah, Seven might be over the house. So, all right, here we go. We should be good to go with this.
Hey, I am also in. You can see me in the.
There we go. Adam and Ryan.
Okay.
All right, so let's just kind of use I'm gonna go over to
This
column.
is like time.
You spelled time wrong, dude. It's Tyme.
Oh snap! That's how we spell it in the.
People don't
So
get
it's-
that one. I don't think they get
No,
it.
that's true. They just like trienemy. What is that? So originally my gamer tag was I used to write graffiti slightly in high school.
You're like,
and
slightly.
slightly, no, statute of limitations. But my name was Time, and so then when Xbox Live came out, the time was already taken, and so I had to do a combination of Time and Ryan, which Adam actually helped me out with at our house. We mixed up a bunch of letters together, and we looked at each one of them and went, "Oh yeah,
Trienemy.
trienemy." That would be that would be a good one because it seemed like it would go with abdonymous, like that they were like nerd Greek gods or something.
All right, 9 p.m. content start. So I think what we need to do is probably a little bit of we want to start the 3D printing early. So do we start that in that first hour? I mean, we probably want a little bit of an introduction, right? We're gonna be all hyped and talk. So maybe intro.
Yeah. So do intro. Do
And you could type
explain what Extra Life is.
Okay. Extra Life. Oh, we have $120. Deepak and
What?
Curdy. Thank you.
Oh man, Deepak, you are amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
That is awesome to have the support as we are
Yes,
climbing
Adeption
the ladder.
coming in hard. Love it. Thank you, Deepak. Man, this is great. Better than I've already hoped for. Even before we were starting, it's good to like prime the pump a little,
Yeah, and understand how this all works. We need how do we get cool little things to happen? We need to like push buttons so things happen on the screen. I don't know how to make that happen.
Like when somebody gives $100, I want to be having confetti falling from the screen and stuff.
You know
We'll
what?
have to
We're
figure
gonna
that out between.
we're
now
gonna
and-
do
now
some
and
special
next time.
things because we know who
Yeah.
has been donating, and so we
we
thank
know.
those. You know what? I'm gonna put that off to the little side. We're gonna call this our hopper. All right, and then our hopper is
okay.
how do we give like praise or
Give
something?
credit.
Yeah.
Give credit. Give stuff to people who donate.
Give credit to donors. So we have
Yeah.
2 donors. Thank you for the Adeption team, and they're funding some awesome stuff. I think
Totally.
what we should do is I like that. Let's explain Extra Life. Let's maybe even go a deep dive on it. Let's go learn about like what it's done, right? For children.
Like because it was actually really interesting. I won't go into the whole thing because we could do it then, but like there was like a girl who was going through leukemia, and a bunch of gamers like sort of helped her and did things with her, and that's kind of where it started, was like earning money for this one girl, and then it blew. That was 15 years ago. This is their 15th anniversary of doing Extra Life.
And that's awesome that it keeps going like that. And it's people like us that are just trying to hang out and make that happen. All right, we got introduction.
Here, I thought you were gonna be like heroes like us.
Pamper Finger Cramp just followed. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Peppers.
That's awesome. So thanks for hanging out with us. All right,
Yeah,
so
we're planning the Extra Life stream.
and I suspect that it's not fun to look at a spreadsheet. That's okay. I'm surprised that there's people in the thing. We could have just done this on Zoom. Ryan and I would be doing this on Zoom normally.
Right, exactly.
We just like, let's just do it on stream because it was a stream night anyway.
Yeah, Thursday's a stream night, so we had to keep the stream night, and I'm drinking whiskey out of a coffee cup.
It looks
for the Extra Life stream.
It looks like a normal cup. All right, so we got the deep dive. We need to get our butts in gear here, man, because we got so much to plan.
Okay,
I'm wondering.
So what would be like large topic areas that we would do? We would do project, like I think project session, right? 2 hour like block. I think there's a project block. I think there's a video game block.
And I think you're right. I think it's going to go back and forth between things. One thing I didn't mention to you is that, and you were on when I talked about it, but we do have a Meta 3 that we can stream and see on stream. So
See, I feel like that is super cool because I haven't seen any of that stuff. So like it would be really interesting. So put that down as one of the games. Like 100% one of the games that we are doing is a VR 2 hour section.
and we may be able to only do it for an hour. I could only like get the kid to be like committing for a little bit of time.
Oh,
but
well, because he can give it. He can let us borrow it, right? Like we could do it at 2 a.m. or something, right? Like it could be the 2 to 4 a.m. thing when he doesn't need it because he's asleep.
One of the cool things is we tested it earlier, and I thought like, hey, you and I can be commentators on him playing the game. And that would be really fun. And so we kick over to Barcam. He's behind us, and then we can have streaming up on the screen. What we got going. So I think we could have some good opportunity there.
Okay, so another game idea, some sort of big multiplayer game that anyone who's in the chat can come and play with us.
We did say Jackbox, but they were like at limits of like 3 to 8, 20 or something. We were looking at that before. Dusk Falls was one of those ones that you've already played on stream.
I already played. Kathy and I played through.
But
the
what
entirety
other
of Dusk
games
Falls.
are like that? Is the question.
Well, so there could be games that have Twitch integration because those have Twitch integration, right? Where like for like Jackbox, how it works is the Twitch chat can add things or do things in there, and they're almost like one player. So like I would be a player and you would be a player, and the chat in general would be a player, and they would vote on things and give points and stuff like that. So that's how
this starts at 9 p.m. tomorrow. So we have to figure that out. And that's why I said Dusk Falls, because we played it before. We understood how it kind of integrated.
But I don't want to play a thing that we played already.
No, and I agree. So if you have a Twitch integrated game, call it out.
Okay, so we'll look at that. Okay. What if it was just like multiplayer Halo or something at some point, and then we would be like, hey, who wants to join our fire team and play through some multiplayer Halo?
I think that could work. I think we'd have to go like an earlier version of Halo though, because if we were going to play on one screen, we'd have to have multiple screens for some, like anything after 4 is not multiplayer, right. So we wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay, so maybe it's something else. We just like some other. What if it's like Fall Guys or?
Ooh, that would be good.
Something like that.
All right, so we have multiplayer games, so we got those ones on there. I wanted to do retro gaming. We have like a whole stash of retro gaming.
Yes, so I feel like that almost could be 2 sections.
Oh yeah,
like. We could do one section Retron, right, which would be yours and like cool actual physical video games that we are plugging in and looking at and playing, and then one could be the Mister 1 2-hour block, and like far apart, but
yeah, no, that sounds great. We'll just kind of play that by ear. I'm just putting games in a hopper that we would potentially do. So let's start going back down the list. So 9 o'clock, we talk about introduction, we explain Extra Life. We're doing a deep dive on the history. I think we also then have to, by around 9:30, I'm just going to put 9:30 on there. I don't want to necessarily have to put it to like every 30 minutes of what we're doing. But
and like when we're playing a game, we're not going to do that. We're just going to be like, hey, it's the game time.
It's a rough kind of estimate of where we'd be heading. So I would say by 9:30, we would want to be, we want to do some 3D printing starts.
Yeah.
For the board game.
For the board game. Yeah.
Because it will literally take 24 hours to print the entire board game.
Really?
It's going to take 24 hours. That's how long it took. So the entire stream, we could be printing this board game.
Yeah, perfect. I love that because we can cut to the 3D printer. Show the folks new to Double Drop Down the awesome 3D printer cam. We got to see that.
And I think one of the things too, and you're just gonna keep this in mind, is that as it starts to print, we're gonna have to find some calculations as to when we go over to do some swaps of color, because that's how you're gonna get your color.
Totally, I love like the idea of setting your Google House to be like, let us know when we need to go in and like add the thing, and that'll just be part of it.
Yep. So
do we want to do any Halo 5 Legendary? I guess we can't, right? Because we can't play on the same screen.
Not unless you bring your thing in.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that, but
I'm like,
you
we're
know,
gonna be
that's another whole thing
streaming
for you
and
to set up.
multiple player. I don't know if my internet's gonna hold up for 24 hours. I got to be completely honest with y'all. So we'll see where
They're
that's
definitely gonna think you're mining crypto.
going. Probably. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull something out over here. All right, so we're.
Did you like the idea of, is RoboCop still on the Steam demo? Sorry, I'm just throwing out
Yeah,
games.
no,
I
you're
feel
good.
like if we get like games on here, then we can
RoboCop.
start slotting them in.
So I put RoboCop, but I was like thinking there's RoboCop Game Boy, there's RoboCop Super Nintendo, and then there was this other RoboCop. Is that's on Steam? You said? Did I have to
Yeah, well,
download?
it's the brand new RoboCop.
Yeah,
that
but
is,
where
like,
is where
hasn't
is
come
it?
out yet.
Is it put on? Is it on?
It's on Steam.
It's on Steam. Okay.
Let's see. So right now it just says pre-order. So maybe it's past the day of like when the demo was there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and so maybe we're just gonna put a maybe on that one. I'm gonna put a question mark since it seems like it's not on there. Because I was gonna get Prince of Persia. I definitely want to play Prince of Persia.
The new which one?
The original, and it's because I
Yeah.
just read that book about
Oh,
Prince of
right.
Persia, and I like it got me really wanting just to play it. So I think we can get it out.
What console? What console was Prince of Persia first on?
Wasn't it computer, right? It was just on the computer. I think it was on like.
I was gonna look up the original Prince of Persia was a 1989 game.
They ported it to like the IBM and other things. Maybe it was like on the Apple. I think it was an Apple. It was Apple II, or
It was
or
an
something.
Apple II.
But it was one of I read the book, so it was definitely Apple because I know they were programming. The
I was
damn
gonna
thing.
say, did you just read a whole book about this? Game?
Yeah, I'm really dang confident that that's what it was. So, in any case,
Okay, well, so if it's not on
it's ported.
a
It's
console,
100%
like,
on
then-
Steam. It's got to be on Steam.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, if it was on the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo, like, I might have a version on Mister, but you might just.
Oh, you
it
should
might
check
just
that
be
out.
better.
You should 100%.
But I don't know. I don't think I can get like Apple II games yet. I
But
just
it was
haven't figured
ported.
out exactly.
So there's definitely versions of it. But then okay, so what was the Quarry? That was one of my other asks.
Oh, so the Quarry is a fun, scary type of almost like choose your own adventure, very like Dust what was the other one?
Dusk Falls.
When Dust Falls, like that. Like where you're walking around and you're doing things and you're interacting with stuff and you're finding things, but it's a really just like a story. And it was on sale for $15, like normally 60. It came out last year, but I was like, you know, I
15
think
bucks,
that could be a
little
fun one.
man. Sorry.
Yeah, $15. Kathy and I still use that line. Great line from Jay and Silent Bob. So I thought that could be fun, but if we have a ton of games to play anyway, I mean, I don't know. It could be lower on the list.
So
it was just an idea.
So here's the deal: we're game heavy right now, and
Yes,
we're
exactly.
we're a half an hour into 24 hours. So I think what we need to do is let's maybe plot every hour. So 10 p.m. and then let's just try to put things in on the hour if that works.
and see where we are, because I mean, you know, besides games, like I think there are lots of other cool things for us to do, and I don't know if some of that should be almost like us sitting at the bar and doing something physical and different, like board games, right? Like you were saying, like maybe it's us at the bar playing something like that, or I don't know. I feel like it, you know, around the 5 a.m. mark or something, like we're gonna need, you know, we're gonna need to be doing something physical to keep us up.
I agree.
So maybe that's a consideration for where we're placing these in the order.
Oh man. Okay, I got us to where we're at. Well, and that's what I was gonna say. Like, let's just try to map it out. Maybe we could even start from. I know we're gonna at 9:00. We're gonna be doing our outro, so I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, thanking everyone, you know, for the $150,000 that we just raised over the last 24 hours. We're the #1 team on all of Twitch.
Heck yeah, man.
It's an amazing. You have to visualize these things, Adam.
You do. I can see it right now. I can see, like, you know, people like calling us the Mr. Beasts too. It's gonna be amazing.
More like Mr. Who. Like we're the next hotness.
Yeah,
in
that's
that.
right. Like, have you heard of those Hangout guys? Those guys are
Man.
awesome. Boom.
Sweet up and comers.
Or old guys.
Up and coming 40-year-olds. No one's ever said that.
Yeah, no, they haven't. All right, so we got an intro and an outro. Let's fill in the blanks.
Okay, so let's what do we know we definitely want to do? We want to do VR meta. We know that we need to do that when Carson is around, right?
Yep.
So do you want to do that Saturday morning, maybe?
That kid is not going to be up. Fortnite comes out, and he's going to be playing Fortnite all the way until we start our stream. Let's see here. Let's pencil that guy in for around 11. You know, let's maybe do it in the afternoon. I'm going to do him in the afternoon. So Carson's at 2:00 p.m.
Okay.
with the VR meta. So if
Yep.
you're into the
Okay.
VR, that's
that.
going to be, because then we have Eaton, and now we could sit at that thing. Okay.
Cool.
And this is all changeable right now, by the way.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
gonna put all this in. Now, here's one thing that and this is not me to just highlight my sons and all the stuff they've been working on, but one thing that that is kind of cool is my son Ashton has been playing Minecraft since like he could even think to play Minecraft, and he has been working on this world that I was like,
Wow.
that thing is freaking amazing, man. He's worked on it for years. And like, I wanted him to show that off, and then just kind of like show all the crazy stuff he's done in there, because he's shown me
Right.
once, and I was like, wait a second, you like built all of this and like did all these, so it is pretty amazing. Yeah, we'll play. Yeah, play the game. So that was a chat thought is play the game.
Oh,
that
right.
you
Put it in the
made.
hopper. Put it in the hopper.
So Frostbite.
Like,
Oh,
should we do board games?
yeah, we should do board games over there. You do board games. You got to put it up. there.
Oh God, what is the name of our board game, Adam? Off the top of your
Frostbite.
head right now.
Frostbite, the curse of Dr. Frost.
Good job.
Yeah. I've been really hawking our game, man. Oh, check this out. See, I don't think you
God, I can't. Sorry.
Frostbite. Frostbite,
Yeah, no,
the
it's-
curse
it's
of
all-
Dr.
it's all
Frost.
terrible.
Oh man, I love Dr. Frost. That's even
Frost.
cooler. I want to name him Dr. Frost now so bad. That is so much better. Dr. Frost. I don't know why that sounds cool to me, but it does. But check this out. If you can see on your thing, I have this cool new. I was showing everyone else before you got in. But are you seeing me circle things?
Oh man.
And then it
What?
disappears. It's like it's a cool way
Wow.
for us to do all these like neat little. And I made it orange to be like, you know,
Okay, on brand.
on
Love
brand,
it.
buddy.
Gotta be on
you
brand.
got to do the thing. So I don't know. We got some fun toys. But then
That's cool. It's like a football commentary or something. We're like, yeah, they're about to go into the middle of the line, and
Yeah, check this one out. Check this one out. Oh, you could zoom it, and we could do all
Wow.
these little things. I don't know. I
Nice.
made some
Hey.
enhancements, man.
that's great. Great job.
All right,
That's awesome.
So we got VR. So if we're gonna do Minecraft with Ashton, maybe we could do that in the morning time if you'd like to, around 10:00.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, selfishly, I feel like I also want to do some like over the air multiplayer gaming with my kids and stuff. I was thinking, we don't have to do a 2-hour bit of it, but like Overcooked 2 is super fun to play. Like all of us together, we could do that couch co-op and then with other couch co-op people.
So however you want to be able to, if you could beam them in, that I think we could make it happen. So I think Ashton is only on for an hour, and Carson maybe an hour most, and he may even give us
Sure.
the headset. So like they're not in for a big 2-hour block, and I figured it was
Yeah.
more like commentary about asking Ash questions about Minecraft. So I'm not sure
Yeah.
we'd even be playing. And then Carson would be more specific on just like
Ashton,
showing off
we
some
gotta
stuff.
see the world, right? Like the
Heck
whole. I
yeah.
feel like he's just got to fly us through this like epic world he's been building.
Yeah, that's the plan. And so I think I got him so he can do that from this room. So I downloaded a version of his world, and he's modded his version. So I don't know. We're going to have to make sure that his version has all the pieces and parts. So we got some of that. So Mike Azul had mentioned that he could jump in and give us some of the insights on how to do some stuff with the Raspberry Pi. So we haven't really
Ooh.
confirmed with him when that would be. His wife's
Sure.
birthday's Friday night, so that's totally off for him.
So
not having.
sometime Saturday, right?
Yeah, so-
like
So the question is, yeah, what time on Saturday? Maybe
I'm thinking like 4 a.m. to make sure that he could do that.
Yeah, you're like, I know your wife's birthday is on Friday, but you need to wake up earlier.
So what about Saturday at 4 a.m.? That's the only time slot we have. I'm sorry, Mike.
Let's do
It's packed.
let me pencil him in for 4.
Yeah.
Just to spread it out. So
Sure,
we're
we'll
gonna
be
do,
nice and goofy at that point. We also had to remember that us trying to learn things like 20 hours into this is like maybe not the best idea.
That's what's gonna make it amazing, man.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
This is amazing. All right, let's get some of these morning things figured out because I figure, okay, we're at 10 p.m. now. We got the 3D printing going. Would you be? Oh yeah, we wanted to make some Twitch graphics. We got the affiliate stuff that we're working towards, right?
Yeah, and I have done a little bit. I have done a little bit of that, but sure, totally. I can bring that. We can work on it more. That would be fun.
Okay, because then it's like at the beginning of this of the
Yeah.
shift.
So maybe then we could have it ready for when people are actually coming on to the stream, right?
Yeah, we'll just do it design work. Well, I mean, based off of what we're doing, and I was looking at metrics, is that they do have like in the particular channel that we run our Twitch out of, which is the talk shows and podcast. Right now we're in just chatting because we're just chatting today. But
Yeah.
when we're in the podcasts version of it, they actually in the nighttime is the biggest statistics of when you have the best chance for viewers. Is from basically midnight till about 7 a.m. is the prime spot for us to be streaming on the podcast one.
Perfect. It's almost like that is when no one else is streaming, right? That seems
Right.
what Twitch tries to tell you. They're like, when you should stream when no one else is streaming, and then you will get people because we will highlight your stuff more, and people will be able to find you more if you do that. So, like, consider doing like odd times. I remember.
Well, and I think that's what's it. So if we start moving forward, we could go, okay, let's maybe put a gap in it. So it's 10 p.m. We could do some design work. What are we doing when we start to get tired? It's 1 a.m. now. What are we doing at 1 a.m.? Are we jumping into some gaming? I
we
figure
could do. Yeah, like I love the idea of like blocks of gaming time where we don't necessarily have to be like commentating as much as we typically do when we're doing all of this other stuff, right? Like the idea that we would be able to keep up the level of the commentary throughout this entire 24-hour stream that we typically have on the Hangout with Adam and Ryan is like my voice is going to be gone at that point.
I got you, bro. I'm in on this. 24-hour Adam. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll do some ASMR. Welcome to the
just
Adam and
put
Ryan.
a full hour ASMR block.
We could do that. That would be fun. I'm putting an ASMR block right now.
So
I'm gonna make weird noises.
just an hour of weird noises at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. to 4 a.m.
All right, that's a great time to do it. My kids are gonna hate me. I'm gonna put weird noise time. I don't know why, but that sounds fun. Maybe you could do it like a house exploration at night. Go in the backyard and have a campfire. Man, we could probably do that if my Wi-Fi would like go that.
If your
far.
Wi-Fi would hold out, I feel like that's pushing it. That's pushing it. I feel like.
All right, I'm gonna start putting the wire in right now. We'll put the
Okay.
wire in at 11 so that we can. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so what other types of projects do we have we thought that we want to work on sort of in between things?
So we need so we do need to work on the board game. We need to finish the instructions, and I need to finish like combining all the parts and pieces so we can launch that on the website. So we do need to launch the board game by the end of the 24 hours.
Finish instructions and launch board game. Okay.
I don't know if we're really gonna have weird noise time, but that seems like the proper time to do
Hey,
it. At
you know
3
what?
If we do it.
This is all fluid. Okay. So finishing reflection. So I had we talked about doing like perhaps a 8-bit style video game for one of our new projects going
Ooh.
forward. And so what I was trying to do was get Midjourney to create pixel art for me.
Uh-huh.
And man, I was having a hell of a time of getting it to do that. And I was actually able to get the new Dolly 3. I was actually able to get it to do way better pixel art.
Really?
So yeah, like sprite, full on sprite sheets.
Holy
from
crap.
from
That's
Dolly
amazing.
from Dolly 3. So what I think we should do is maybe spend like 1 hour block, or maybe it's a 2 hour block of like, how could we make this pixel art? And what I also want to figure out is like how to make things consistent in the visuals between them. So like if we create one character, right? And let's say we have this amazing character. If I then go to and need to make that character in another pose, how do I get it to keep looking like that exact same character and not some like, different version of it? Because we're going to need that if we're making like a game.
Did that
or,
post you put like explain a little bit of that?
That's what I was hoping. Like we
Okay.
would maybe like we could spend time like going through that and figuring out and doing experiments and things like that. I feel like we could have
Perfect.
working time of being like, hey, is the idea, let's say, because it's almost like we're not going to work on the actual project. We're in pre-planning of the project at this point.
Right.
And so we need to almost see, can we create pixel art, right? That is compelling. What style of pixel art would we do it? Could we create pixel art that is like similar between prompts that we could get so that we could create like a whole,
Yeah.
spreadsheet or whatever of it?
Well, let's do that.
I feel like that's a good 2 hour block.
Do working time with that. I think that would be perfect. And the reason I brought this up on the screen, if you're looking at this, is that was my attempt at pixel art, and clearly does not pixel art. It kind of has a pixely look to
It's
it.
a little pixely, yeah.
But
that's like as best as I could get too.
Yeah,
Was sort of like slightly pixely.
I said retro 1990 8-bit video game, so maybe 90s and 8-bit was the wrong.
8-bit? This is their 8-bit, man. This is an advanced 8-bit.
That's what I was saying. I was like, that is not 8-bit.
This is like a Sega Genesis game.
So then let's pencil that in. So working time, you wanted to try to maybe do that in the morning.
Yeah, maybe Saturday morning.
5 a.m.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
We got to do it, man.
I think that would be good. We'll be sitting there. I mean, there's not going to be good times like between this and that.
And you're saying Dolly as well.
Yeah, Dolly 3, because that'll be fun to look at. I haven't really looked at Dolly 3. I'm thinking of canceling my Midjourney subscription for Dolly 3 after this, because
There you go.
it's free for the most part.
You can do some
Anyway.
other. Yeah, I totally forgot. I'm stuck on the Midjourney train. All right, so we got some good things.
Dude,
in here.
I think these need to be. I think that needs to be a 2 hour block.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I was also thinking it would be neat to do like an hour block of AI music. And maybe be like, oh, like what kind of cool music could we create? Like, I feel like that could be a fun 1 hour of just being like, all right, well, what if we needed to create the, like 8-bit music for this? Like, what could that sound like? What type of music are we emulating that would be fun to like do it sort of like?
Do you want to do that during the Chat GPT block, or you want to start doing that a little bit later in the day?
Let's see. I mean,
because
I feel like music could be upbeat, so maybe that could be like a 2 a.m. on Friday night thing, right, or something.
I think we could. Yeah, 2 a.m. Friday night. All right.
Yeah,
and it's right next to weird noise time. That's perfect.
Perfect.
So I mean, we already blocked it out. So it's gonna be called music.
The almost weird noise time is almost like AI music.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's AI music is taking over weird noise time. So
Nice.
we already had it scheduled out. One of the things I
Perfect.
was gonna say is that I have music in my heart, Ryan, and
Yeah?
I really want to like make a song. I just feel like I have something in me to
Okay.
do something, and I'm not saying we're gonna be able to produce it here, but I really want to make a song sometime in the chat. So that would be
Nice.
awesome. So
A little behind the scenes of this, but Adam has talked about on the show like producing some sort of like short video for the channel. And I was talking to Kathy about it, and she was like, "That would be amazing. Let me shoot." Like she had volunteered to like shoot us, and do it. So I'm not saying during this 24 hours, but that was just another thing that came up today where Kathy was like, "Yeah, heck yeah, I would help with that."
That would be sweet. I was there was a guy that I was asking for help because I know he had SEO kind of experience, but he's also a videographer. And I was like,
Cool.
"Oh, that would be awesome to hire you." But if Kathy's on board, we'll hire
Well, and
Kathy.
I mean, I don't know like how cinematography ish it would be and everything from us, but like, we would have the competency to like set it up and make it sound, good and do that, and we would probably have to just like think about like all the artistic shots and everything, and she would totally be in. She would want to have that conversation.
Absolutely. I think that's something to do, but we're not having here, Ryan. So why is
Not
this topic
here,
up?
not here.
Jeez.
Okay.
We are gonna squirrel so much that this is gonna be like a 24-hour and a snap kind of thing. Jeez.
I know, right?
We probably need a time for that just to like chit chat, right? Like a chit chat time. Like we should probably put some.
Yeah, I wonder. So that was one thing that I thought could be interesting. I'm gonna put it into talking points. Is have Chat GPT questions for us to answer at the top of each hour or something like that.
Sure, that'd be great.
And so maybe that could be like, or really super secret crazy amazing questions that gets asked when we hit dollar amounts. So like if we hit $300, we're Adam's gonna say his most embarrassing story from high school.
Oh, you don't want to hear
right?
that story. It is not
Now we have
stream
to.
appropriate, Ryan.
You're like, this is a family stream. But anyway, I thought stuff like that, like we could get some of those questions. I even had like a little how do you think art schools are handling or will handle AI art? As a question.
We could watch the panel. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, okay, put the panel on there.
So yeah, that's a great one because that was another one. I mean, we saw some of the other chat things about the White House, or at least the Biden administration putting in AI kind of things.
Yeah. I wonder if there should be like a news block.
All right, we're gonna
where we just have we just talk about the AI news or I mean, it doesn't have to be AI, like any sort of 3D printing or any cool technology stuff that we are interested in. Maybe we just watch a bunch of videos, watch a bunch of YouTube videos and comment on them and do things.
As long as we don't get the copyright takedown, I'm good for it. We got copy. I played that stupid Batman show and didn't even play it hard, and just like a clip of it, and Warner Brothers like, copyright violation.
That's our Batman, son.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even the whole thing, and I made sure it was like not the screen, and it was just a sliver, and they got us. So
dang.
That's what I'm saying.
Good.
If we do that, we just got to be careful what we do. That's what I got to say.
Totally. Yeah.
So I got it in the news. I like the idea that we would start it at 7 and 8, maybe like that 2-hour block. We just do like a news, like morning news.
It's like the morning news.
Yeah,
it's the zoo crew.
So then I don't know what time we would pencil in like a breakfast in that time.
Meals, right? Like maybe meals at 9 a.m.
I put 12 as our lunchtime, but we'd have to work with Stealth Mouse to see what that capability is. So because she has some things that she can do, she's not going to be here like waiting on us hand and foot in any way.
Totally. Oh no, definitely. So yeah, okay. So she said 7 a.m. breakfast. Perfect. Just pencil that in, and then just move news.
Yep.
Down further. Cool.
Perfect. Thank you. So we got breakfast at 7, lunch at 12, dinner at 7-ish.
7? I feel like that could be like us rounding it out.
With dinner, or no?
Yeah, like having it at the end.
Okay,
so we're sort of almost celebrating at that point. I feel like dinner. I could have a drink at dinner. We're getting towards the end.
Dinner and then drinks at 8.
And then drinks and then the outro.
I'm sorry, Miss Igley, because if you're still watching this, Ryan will be safe. I'll make sure he goes to bed. He's sleeping on this nice cold floor over here, just fine.
You're like, Ryan drove home and died, and
Oh,
now
God.
he has a whole new charity in his honor.
Oh my gosh, no. That is terrible. We don't want that to happen. All right,
You're
so
like that's not something you should picture in your mind to have it
yeah,
realized.
definitely not. So you just went dark on us, Ryan. You can have a
Okay, I feel like there's plenty of time for video games at this point.
yeah, we just plop them in. So we need. I know we wanted
So
to
we
do.
need Retron gaming, right? When do you want to do Retron gaming? Midnight of Friday?
Yeah, that might be a fun time to do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then maybe 11 a.m. Mr. Retro Gaming? Because you want those sort of spread out.
Well, let me ask you this. So, what's the cool part of retro? The Retron gaming is we have carts,
Yeah.
whereas the Mister has it's
Infinite.
just like infinite.
So the good thing about so I think what's interesting about Retron is that there's physical carts. We can look at them. We can be like, yeah, these are so cool. Like these, have like purpose to us. Like I have a couple that I can bring, things
Okay.
like that, right? So then, so I feel like we just sort of talk with them and we play through some of them. I feel like what's interesting for the Mister is doing more like themed things. So we could be like, what are all of the ridiculous Thanksgiving games that have ever been created for the the Super Nintendo, the Genesis? Like are there any Thanksgiving games? And we just like play every Thanksgiving game or
Is
themed
there Thanksgiving games? You just got me off on a tangent now. Is there really such thing as a Thanksgiving game?
I can't believe that of all the crappy like Nintendo and
Oh,
ports and all kinds of stuff that there weren't games centered around Thanksgiving. I mean, there were movies centered around
Not
Thanksgiving,
enough
right?
that you'd have a trove of those, right?
Yeah, an hour's worth of
You're-
Thanksgiving games.
So okay, video games on Thanksgiving. 13
Yeah.
I'm just looking. It's pretty slim pickings here,
Slim
man.
Pickens here.
Where's the turkey? Oh, Turkey Run. Oh no, there is not a lot of video
All
games
right.
about
Well,
turkey.
so maybe not those, but I mean it's also pretty close to Halloween. Like I'm still sort of feeling in the Halloweeny spirit.
Big
It could
game.
be like, yeah, big game hunter. We're just shooting turkeys.
All right. Well, I guess
but it could be scary games. Like, what are the scariest, Super Nintendo game and Genesis games or something?
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chuck Retron Gaming at 11 a.m. And the reason I was thinking of that is if we have physical carts and stuff that we're gonna be showing off. I don't know if more people or less people would be up at that time, but that's like a cool thing to show off, like the physical pieces of it. And then if we
Yeah.
do spooky games, like you're saying, that would
Maybe
be fun.
that needs to be at like midnight
Yeah,
or 1 a.m.
that would be
on,
sweet.
on
So do
yeah.
scary.
So spooky retro games on the Mister.
Okay.
And we should also like tag each other in things, like because I'll need to like tag me in that and be like figure out what spooky Mister games there are and make sure you have them, right?
Well,
So I can do that beforehand.
what we should probably do is just, yeah, like to do it now. Like write a note or something like on
Just
this.
like at me in this spreadsheet.
I just doxed you. I'm sorry.
Oh God! Now everyone in the world is gonna know my email address.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna put you next to the one that's in charge of that, and then others is if you don't have a name on it, it's all of us. Is what that means.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
We have it really good. I mean, we're so close. There's a couple time slots. I mean, I'm pretty excited about what we got here. We got food in there.
Yeah.
We got gaming in there. We don't have the multiplayer game.
We don't have a multiplayer game, and it needs to be at some time when like there would be people playing multiplayer games.
And our board game isn't in.
Oh yeah. So, do we want to play through the board game? Is that kind of what we were thinking?
I mean, it's a cool thing.
It sucks. I want to play through the printed board game. So it's almost like I would want it to be. I mean, I guess if you're saying it takes 24 hours to print, like we won't be able to play it. But
I mean, we have a fully 3D printed game that that is 100% done, and as long as we get the instructions done, which we haven't even talked about that yet, I feel like maybe what we do is music for an hour. I'm gonna take one of these musics off.
Totally. I feel like 1 to 2 maybe is board game instructions,
There you
finishing up board game, and then playing board game.
Got it. There we go. I think that would be cool. So we have 1 hour to try to finish it. So maybe what we do is we leave a little buffer. I'm going to put it at 4 a.m. as we play the board game. We do AI music in the middle. So just in case we need a little bit of buffer time.
Just in case.
And again, like we wanted to get a good just outlay of what generally we should be doing, because the benefit to doing this is that we're not just randomly trying to pick things out of our head as we're doing this down there. Like we should keep pretty much on track to this as best as possible. All right, so that's good. I'm going to take things out of the topics that we've already put into the thing, if you're okay with that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Because we already got Retron, we got Mr. Let's wait, did we get
VR? Got VR.
Okay.
We got Minecraft.
And we have the Frost. Okay, so how are you planning on bringing your kiddos in? Like, how is that going to work?
So they could either, we could just play with them on Xbox Live, right?
Cool.
So we would just invite them, and they would, they would have their headsets, and Kathy could be there, or
cool.
Oh wait, I think literally his children are gonna be home alone with that. So that would be perfect. I could like get it set up beforehand.
All right, so 3 p.m.
Sure.
Okay, so let's say Overcooked with the boys. All right.
And maybe it's just gaming with the boy, because they could. Wait, do you have Game Pass?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh yeah. So I think Raspberry Pi is 4:00 with Michael.
Yeah.
He Higgs.
We need to check that out with Michael too, and verify that he's gonna be
and make sure that's even feasible.
Yep. All right. Wait, I'll just put gaming with the boys for now. Okay. I think that's got it. So we have a 2 a.m. slot and a 5 p.m. slot that gives us some kind of wiggle room of where we might be able to put things. So we're gonna give credit to the donors, which I think we're gonna just do that throughout the point.
Oh yeah. And talk about, like, I feel like we have to remember that this is like a charity stream, and sort of like when NPR does their drive, their fundraising drive, you just sort of got to keep talking about it, right? And it's like annoying that you have to keep hearing about it, but that's part of it, is like, hey, we're doing this, here's why we're doing it, if everyone could give, that would be amazing, thank you, like all of that stuff.
100%. And on cue with that, Ryan, I just wanted to let everyone know that's out there tonight that we are hosting an Extra Life 24-hour charity stream for the Children's Miracle Hospital. No, but seriously, we should talk it up, continue doing that. This is where we're at. Let's check it out, because we have not been to the site. Look at that. We have raised $120 at Double Drop Down.
$120.
Thank
already.
You for donating today. How do we
Gemma and Deepak so far. Amazing.
How do we get to see that? That's the question. Is there a cool way to go and see all of our community that's been helping with Double Drop Down? Because I feel like that would be quick. I swear I found it the other day. It says quick stats, 1 participants, which I know there's 2 because we had 2 people that were in there. Let's just double check. Look at that. Oh yeah, I think you can go over here. Oh, it just goes back to our thing.
Oh no! Now you're doubling up.
So yeah, we got incentives, kindness contributor, impact maker. Are these ones that you made, Ryan?
Oh my God, Adam, you're doubling up the audio.
Oh, am I?
At least for me it is, because I think it's playing through the Twitch.
Oh, well, it's not on this end.
Okay, maybe that was on my side.
I
Okay.
think you're playing for it because he went to it. Because I stopped it before it did. I wasn't hearing it.
So Gemma donated an hour ago. She said, "You're awesome, Ryan. Good luck."
Perfect.
Debok and Curdy donated $100 43 minutes ago. Said, "This is a great cause, Ryan. Hope you hit your target." Thank you.
That
Thank
is
you both.
awesome. Thank you for contributing to the stream as we go forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Ryan, for tonight, did we get what we want? We're at about time.
Yeah.
We said we'd hang out for an hour together. We'd come up with
Yep.
what we were gonna do. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I feel like we're in a good space right now.
Totally. I feel like there are certain things like saying, chat with audience for an hour. Like there might need to be, I feel like those are the open spots, where we
Yeah.
could just be like, hey man, we thought of something or we did something, and now like, man, we really want to spend that hour refocusing on the project, or we want to do that for some thing. Now the only other thing that I would say that I would love chat help, and go to Double Drop Down on Discord and talk with us afterwards, but it would be great to be like, what could we do if we hit $500, right? Like I want to do like a thing where we go, man, because like I mean, if we're taking the NPR angle,
Can I punch
like
you, Ryan?
you go, what was that?
But get to punch you in your
like,
stomach.
Adam punches me in the face.
You're like, Ryan passes out for 12 hours. Oh shoot. We have a slap. We have a slap battle.
Slap bet, at the beginning.
Oh God, I don't know if I could do that. Do you think we could do a slap? I don't know if we should do that. That seems very violent.
It seems very violent against sort of the cause of going. I don't want to end up in the children's hospital.
No, but remember we used to always have that. Oh, hey, what's up, Mike Azul? Hey,
Mike Azul.
What is going on? Can we
Mike
get
Azul? When look at this spreadsheet. Let me know if 4 p.m. on Saturday works for you for some Raspberry Pi talk.
Yeah, if you're good for that, that's awesome. If not, we could put you in. All right, he's down. He's on for 4 p.m.
Right.
You think an hour is enough, or we
is
kind
it
of
an hour, or do we need 2 hours?
And I know you gave us a very GUI level version of how we might be able to work on that. I'm excited. I guess I don't even know if we have all the pieces. I have that box of stuff, but do I have to have like a special like plug-in or something to make it all work? All right, 1 hour should be good.
Perfect.
So we will give you the Zoom link, and you can join in at that time, and we'll give you a call, get you ready to go for this. But
Nice.
Yeah, actually, let's just make sure that this would work. So let's say you're in the Zoom call right now. We should be able to go to the workbench. Hell yeah. So there's the workbench. We have the
Perfect.
Raspberry Pi out. We should be able to at least do something over there. I have a plug over there. I have some other things.
I assume it's mostly like not physically messing with it, right? It's more like using the interface to create, like, write code in it or something.
Possibly. I think we were gonna have to
I
figure
don't
that out.
know how much. I don't know how much like would actually be like messing with the physical components as opposed to just in the interface. But what do I know? All right.
I wouldn't know either. So
Mike Azul is saying yeah.
So yeah to all of it. We're gonna be doing some
that.
things. No, that'll be great. So Raspberry Pi at 4.
Okay.
For 1 hour. Then we have chat with. So we have that 5 p.m. open. We're gonna probably have a moment through this where we're like, dude, no way. Like cut that hour out and let's put something else in.
Or like, holy shit, this needs to be me doing jumping jacks during that hour because I am falling asleep.
Yeah, at the top of the hour, we'll have to do some sort of exercise.
Physical calisthenics,
stretching, yoga.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh man.
Adam, I know you talked a little bit about like ridiculous hot challenges or something like that. Is that something you would be interested in or doing?
At lunch we're going to be getting chicken wings and cauliflower wings for you.
Hey.
So
what?
I
Nice.
think that's the goal. So and
like ridiculously hot ones, or just sort of normal ones?
I think we're gonna get hot ones and just try it out. I don't think we're gonna have a competition, so to speak, as much as we're gonna just be like, all right, here's the hot one, you go for it.
All right. I like that.
So yeah, then chat with the audience while we're like throwing up in a bucket because it's so spicy.
Wonderful.
I want to eat during that lunch too, because that's like going to be a little past the midpoint.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
All
Do
right.
we need? I feel like we need, and this is maybe something. This doesn't have to be on stream. And like, do we have snacks? Like, are we? Are we? Do I need to bring snacks?
I
Do
think
we
you
need
should
to
bring.
have snacks
Okay.
here? Okay.
Let's put the shopping list.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there stuff I need to bring? Like, I'm bringing green tea.
So okay, let's just put we got green tea. I will bring the catheters and the. Oh wait, we have a bathroom right next door. Okay, we're good. We don't have to be on stream the entire time.
You're right.
We're gonna have to like tap each other in and out. But if you go away for longer than like 15 minutes and I find you passed out napping, I'm gonna be
just
waking
in
you
the
up.
shower.
Yeah.
In the shower, curled up.
All right, so green tea. I got the LaCroix.
Yep.
It's a quick story about the LaCroix. Is I went out to like King Supers, and and it was like really late. It was like 11 o'clock or midnight, not super late. And just filled it up with LaCroix, like an entire shopping cart, and just like left with that. So that's how much.
Somebody
LaCroix
was like weirdo.
So I have like. This is probably not great, but we have a Halloween candy for.
Oh my god, I know, right?
So
You can do that.
I mean, if you need a little bit of sugar,
Yeah,
you should do
exactly.
that. We will. I guess this is not the shopping list / yeah. What we got, Halloween candy. I already got some of that, so that's good to go.
We have no board games. I guess our board game we're playing, but is there any other board games that you could think of that could be fun? Like that could be like a 5 p.m. slot, maybe even.
I do have some cool ones.
Yeah, like what would be like a fun? What do you think a fun board game would be that I wouldn't have to like at 5 p.m. after I've stayed up for 20 hours need to like really consume or have to.
I have Oregon
internalize?
Trail.
Is that like a physical board game?
Yeah, you have the Oregon Trail board game. That could be a fun.
All right,
one.
I'm penciling it in.
We have like a couple other ones that are out there that are pretty fun, but yeah, let's do that one.
Because that would be like gaming, retro gaming, sort of on the kind of tip that we're already on.
Yeah, retro board gaming. It's like take an old game and make it retro-ish. All right. Oregon Trail board game. So I am just super stoked that we have 7 people watching us right now in just the planning episode.
Watching a spreadsheet.
Watching the planning episode. It's because we got some good things to tell everyone. Everyone can hear what we got going on. They're getting to see this. I mean, we haven't had that much participation. If you could tell us, I mean, we got Mike Azul, got Stealth Mouse in there.
Totally.
We got H.E. Higley that's giving us some
He
insights.
Higgs.
He Higgs. Yeah, we're good. So I feel like we're good. We got green tea, LaCroix. What other things would you eat? Like, I don't know about you, but I don't eat a lot of the time until like
I
single
know.
meal.
You
Like,
let's see. You eat like massive meals like once a day or something like that.
Yeah.
I am the opposite of that. I am like a grazer. So I don't know, just like fun and healthy.
We need water.
Snacks.
We're gonna be drinking water, a lot of it.
Yeah. Totally.
And then drinks,
Yeah.
we'll just have some of our normal whiskeys, and then we'll say outros at the end. All right, I think that is enough for this
Cool.
evening. I think that we got something good. I'm gonna get this posted on the website in just a minute here, so everyone can at least see the tentative schedule that we're about to go to. We have just gotta call out. We already are at $120 raised. Thank you.
Hasn't
to
even
everyone.
started.
Yeah, starting tomorrow
Hasn't
at
even
9.
started.
So that's
Uh,
amazing.
Deepak and Curdy, of course, with $100, which is amazing. And then Gemma with $20, also super great. Just like huge props to the Adeption team I was just talking to. Thank you.
That is awesome. Thanks for letting them know. And we'll be jumping in tomorrow starting at 9 p.m. for the 24-hour stream. And so just to go over a quick, what we're looking at, we're going to start with talking about Extra Life. We're going to get our 3D board printing We're
Yep.
going to start doing some cool affiliate work with our new Twitch account. So we're going to have some fun with design. Ryan, sounds like you've been doing some stuff. We'll try to get that integrated.
Yep.
We had a couple new followers tonight that had
Amazing.
the thing like pop up on the screen. That was
great.
awesome. I love the idea that we have that Mister. Some of this stuff, we budgeted this really tight. We're gonna probably be like troubleshooting or issues
Right.
with tech or whatever it might be. Like right now, I
Totally.
gotta just double check. And actually, I should check that with on the stream right now. We need people to give us some insight. Is if you can hear what I'm saying. So you're gonna have to do it in the chat because I can't hear you, Ryan. But I'm gonna go over to this other room, which seems to be okay, right?
Seems good. So you're unplugging right now? Okay, so Adam can't hear us. He's going out to this, and I assume he's gonna plug into a different.
So
set
if
of
anybody
mics?
could chat, we could see if we're getting anything. I don't know. Can somebody chat something?
I put
Maybe
in the
Ryan
Zoom
can put something
chat.
on chat. Did I turn off chat? Is the question. Oh, we're good. You can hear us in the bar room. Hell yeah. So it's not the best of mics, so to speak, but it's something that should keep us going in here. So this is the eating room. We got a couple games over here that we can pick out. So if we got, oh man, do we have? I like puzzled it together. I'd have to figure out where Oregon Trail is. We will find Oregon Trail. Oh, I got Portal as a game too. That one's really fun. Oh, here it is, right in front of my face. Oregon Trail, the board game.
Nice.
Sweet.
Oh man,
It's good to
that's
know
great.
that this works.
Yeah.
This is our new cam. I'm going back to the other room.
I wonder, like Adam was showing that off, like that could be a cool thing to just have for the normal show. Like now that we have it all set up for the normal show, like having the bar cam feels like awesome. Like I feel like we could start the show at the bar cam, every hangout, and then that's where we have our drink, and that's where we like salute, and then we like go into the actual room. I don't know how hard that would be to do, but that seems cool to me.
To do it in the bar.
Like during the normal hangout, right? Like it would just start at the bar with us like pouring ourselves a drink and being like, hey, it's happy Thursday, how's it all going? And we sort of do that like catch up piece, and then we move into the studio for the actual show.
I think we could do that. I was thinking of maybe doing that
Nice.
as
That would be awesome.
when we do the countdown. Like, what if the countdown was over us and we're just chit-chatting over in the bar and we could have that going on and we just would be hanging out? I don't know. That's a cool camera. But I don't know if anybody else saw that. I'm going to do it one more time just to test it on the stream because I'm all about testing things. Is we also have the cool little droid cam. So
is there a tiny one of us up in the corner, or is that just me?
that's just because it's a Zoom thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. All right, let's see here. Let us see if this works. Because I'm just trying to see how quickly we can get into these different camera modes.
Oh, right.
Because that was always the challenge here. Uh-oh, this one's taking a minute here. So if I want to go, I guess it would be considered the back camera. It's not connecting, Ryan. What did you do to it?
I'm like Dr. Grant from Jurassic Park, where he touches computers and they just they just break.
Okay, so I have one on my regular phone that I just use. That's a Droid Cam, but I think I'd have to. Let me just try one other area here. It seems like it's not going off. So I will be working on that. I have a second cam in the other room that I could do this with, and we did it earlier today. So I've noticed that for whatever reason. Oh wait, let me try this front cam. Let's see if that goes. I may have to just reboot. You're not seeing anything anyway, so there's no problem. But if you do see something that says disabled, droid cam disabled, then you'll know that we're just not on droid cam at that moment. So that's okay. But I have this app that is called Droid Cam OBS, and essentially what it allows you to do is like you turn on. I know why. It's because it have to be on a specific Wi-Fi network in my house, And that should,
Multiple Wi-Fi networks, of course, at Adam's house.
of course, you have to have a multiple. Let's see if that fixes it.
Is that like 2G and 5G or something?
I don't know what it is, but I got a Droid Cam. I just need to jump onto the right network. That's all it was. All right, let's see it. Let's try it. Boom.
Nice.
So here, I'm gonna show you this, Ryan. Look at, you can see our stream happening right now. So this right here,
in real time.
this is this is really weird because it's like this is Twitch, and then this is our OBS, and then we have a second version of OBS over here. Don't even ask about that. But check,
Man.
so like as far as our ability to cut things through, we have all these different like windows. So I can go to front cam, I can go to the screen cam. This is that duo cam we were just on. So if I click duo cam, go back to the
Nice.
duo.
There's us.
But then I just feel like I wanted to show this off real quick because I did put a lot of effort into it. So you go into
Yeah.
these menus and you have all these like intros and outros, and here's all our pop-ups that we can like control. And anyways, we'll learn more about that. That was just a test of what we're doing with this
And our
guy.
buttons, we hit the button. I gotta see the zoom.
Wait, if I hit the button, I think it comes to me. Hey!
Hey, and then it zoomed in, right?
It zoomed in, so if I zoom back out, that's what it would normally be.
Nice.
So if you're sitting next to me, it would go to you over here, and you'd be zoomed
Yeah.
in. That'd be sweet.
I've been reading some reviews on the 8-bit dough
Yeah, we're talking about
SNES
these buttons
keyboard
here.
or
Look
whatever
how-
with the giant buttons.
Look how huge these things are. This
They're
is
like ridiculous.
I feel like this is content for the show though, so we can't
That's
show
true.
this
That's
off too
true.
much. So, but we know the Droid Cam works. We know the bar cam works. We
Perfect.
have a lot of mobility now. This should be a fun stream. Thank you to everyone that has donated so far.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out
Man.
with us as we started to do this thing. Check us out at tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Mountain. 9 p.m. Mountain.
Good point.
The greatest of all, the most recognized of all time zones, of course, in the United States, Mountain. 11 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, would it be that?
2 hours ahead, right?
Oh, it is
Or-
2 hours. Yeah,
Or 8 p.m. Pacific.
yeah, so that's cool. That's when we're going to start, and we should be good to go. So I think that's it for tonight's show. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for those who joined. We got 4 more followers tonight, Ryan, just to throw that out there.
Amazing.
So that's been
Thank you
awesome.
all. Thank you.
Yeah, we love hanging out with y'all. So we will see you tomorrow. Ryan will be
Tomorrow.
sitting next to me
Wish us
here.
luck.
I know.
Come and hang out with us so that we don't fall asleep. Especially Adam. I'm really gonna feel bad if I have to like permanently write with a laundry marker. on
I'm
his
sure
face.
you're gonna hate that, aren't you, Ryan? Oh man.
I would hate it.
All right, we'll see you all later. And Ryan, we probably should talk for just a minute after.
Yeah,
stream,
yeah.
so.
I was gonna say.
But I want to play the outro video just for the hell of
Do
it.
it.
So we're gonna do it. We'll see y'all. Peace out. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.